It's a very special day on the calendar. Noche Latina. Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Porter in at the 3. And for the Rockets, Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Alperon Şengün out there with Thompson. And it's Boomer in at the 1 spot. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Thompson, that's good.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Outside Murray. 14 feet away, and he hits the jumper for 2.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Boomer. In the game against Miami, very impressive.
Love the control there from Thompson. I mean, showing poise on the pick and roll.
Murray passes to Brown. Here's Gordon. Murray for 3. Can't get it to drop. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a 3-point game. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Boomer passes to Thompson. Şengün with it. Second shot opportunity. Count that one.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
Now Murray. 37 points his last time out. Here's Porter. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by Brooks. Here's Boomer. Another one falls for Houston.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
The Nuggets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Murray. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Murray's got 5.
Boy, the defense has to respect Murray's range. I mean, there's a reason he's a volume 3-point shooter.
Here's Boomer. Rebounded by Denver. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Boy, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Murray. Pass to Jokic. 5 on the clock. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperon Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now a timeout called by Denver. Their last encounter was in Denver.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Oh, misses the dunk. The Rockets lead by 6. Here's Boomer. Brown grabs the board. Porter against Thompson. Porter's shot is off. And so Thompson will bring it up for Houston. Pass to Boomer. Outside for Brooks. Thompson passes to Boomer. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. He takes it in. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Boomer, defended by Murray. Offensive rebound, Şengün. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Şengün's got his second basket.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Brown, Green covering. It's stolen by Green. All by himself. Brooks the pass to Thompson. Here's Boomer. Back to Thompson. Pass to Şengün. He shoots. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute, and obviously facing Nikola Jokic was the first topic of conversation. Coach told me they don't hand out MVP awards. The Joker is one of the most talented players in league history, and he's 7 feet. It's unreal. In terms of how to stop Jokic, he laughed and said, I don't think anyone has that answer, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Charging foul called.
So a moment now to see the story for Nikola Jokic.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's Brown, still without a bucket. Pass to Murray. Here's Brown. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Şengün. Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, BA. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
And that one drops.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Murray's shot is good.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
The Rockets lead by 6. Here's Boomer, a real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul, and Denver making a change here. Westbrook's checked in.
For the Nuggets, Russell Westbrook.
Here's Boomer. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for Green. No good on the triple. Nuggets trail by 6. To the inside. Murray, no good. Down low. Here's Boomer. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Boomer's got 6 points.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And it's the Rockets with the ball, following the score by Denver. Here's Thompson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal.
It goes on Aaron Gordon.
The sheer size of Thompson.
The Rockets lead by 12. On the court right now for the Nuggets. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Then it's Murray, then it's Michael Porter, and it's Strother in at the 2.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Pass to Strother. 3-pointer. And he can't get that one. And here are the Rockets now. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Murray passes to Jokic. Unloads from 13. Misses off the right iron.
and really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. Seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 18. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. That game starts a nice 5-game homestand for him. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Well, Jokic is a true point center because he can do it all. He'll lead the break at times. He's one of the most unique talents in the NBA.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
Here's Boomer, defended by Murray. Pass to Boomer. Inside, Thompson. Rebounded by Denver. Strother's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Jokic, defended by Şengün. Jokic passes to Murray. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Man, was there a guy more fit to run that 2023 team than Murray?
I don't think so, Brian. I mean, think about what Murray did. After coming off an ACL injury, he leads them to the finals along with Jokic and the rest of his teammates, and he went off in every playoff series. Tough shots, clutch shots, timely shots. Incredible stuff by Jamal Murray. A nice corner 3. That's a shot you want to see from Dillon Brooks.
Here's Murray. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Boomer passes to Şengün. That one no good. Good D by Jokic. Nuggets trail by 15. To the paint. Gordon down low. Working on Thompson. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Houston has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's Boomer, defended by Murray. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his 3rd foul so far. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Rockets?
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And we also got to mention the work they've done on the offensive glass. Pounding the opposition and coming away with tons of second-chance points.
Here's Boomer. Good D by Murray. Nuggets trail by 16. On the wing, Porter. Shoots from the baseline. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
Assist goes to
Jokic has got 3 assists in the game.
Really good to see Porter Jr. utilizing the mid-range stroke. Knocking those down can open up other parts of this game.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Houston shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, 3-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
Here's Boomer, defended by Murray. 6 to shoot. Boomer passes to Thompson. Up and over Porter. Thompson, no good.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
And it's Porter, that time on the assist by Jokic. Porter's got 5.
Boy, the coaching staff loves when Porter Jr. takes these kinds of shots. It really helps establish a rhythm for him.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
And Houston making a change here. Adams is checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in the last game against the Heat had a huge game. He contributed 31 points, and he made a lot of shrewd decisions with the ball, which led to a hefty assist total for him. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. It might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Here's Boomer. He's got 18. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 18 points for him.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Left side Murray. Here's Jokic. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Here's Boomer, defended by Murray. Here's Thompson, lays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got 20 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
It's good.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Here's Boomer. To the inside. Gordon with a steal. Murray scanning the floor. Over Adams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through. And so it's the Houston Rockets, already up 20.
First half, on the score, your Rockets 73, the Nuggets 47.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Thompson out there with Alperon Şengün. And it's Boomer in at the 1. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Outside Watson. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Nice move. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. An open look for Porter. Gets some space and buries the jumper. Porter's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
Good on the bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Porter against Brooks. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Got it. Jokic has got 8.
That high release of the Joker, if you're defending him, you better stay home.
Here's Boomer, defended by Murray. Driving inside. Boomer can't get it to go. For Denver, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Brown. Another shot. And Murray with the lay-in. Murray's got 23 points.
Hey, Murray's reputation and profile is that of a scorer. I mean, that's what he is, but he's also showing you that he's not afraid to get his hands dirty either.
Lord, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift, that's what stands out, his athleticism, and he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward. The confidence Jokic has is impressive, as is his skill level. He knows he can get it done on the drive pretty much whenever he decides to drive.
Green, the pass to Boomer. On the wing, Brooks. Here's the 3. Houston with another miss.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Here's Murray. Denver the rebound. Porter with the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Gordon's gotten his first basket of the night.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Boomer passes to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Pass to Brown. And here's Gordon. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Outside Murray. On the wing, Porter. Cuts off the pass. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Now Jokic. Şengün with a steal. And here they come. Ball's going up the court. Boomer can't get it to go.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
The ball's knocked loose. They grab their own miss. Jokic. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. Here's Boomer, defended by Murray. Boomer passes to Thompson. Here's Boomer. Back to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, Jokic with the block.
What I like about Jokic defensively is what I like about him overall. Great instincts.
Here's Murray. That one doesn't drop. Thompson with some nice D. And so Thompson will bring it up for Houston. They host the Hawks after this one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Boomer passes to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Working that pick and roll action superbly. Şengün knows exactly where he needs to be.
Pass to Jokic. And they double up Jokic. Outside Murray. And the layup is good. Murray's got 25 points.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappear.
And Şengün throw it down.
Excellent in the screen and roll. Şengün with a wide base and natural strength, and he makes excellent decisions with the ball.
Thompson against Gordon. Pass to Porter. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Gordon with the big finish.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Here's Boomer. 20 points for him. Şengün with it. Outside, Green. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
And
Another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Eason's checked in for Houston. Strother's checked in for Denver. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Back to Porter. Second chance effort. And it's good on the lay-in. Porter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Sweet move by Porter Jr. Getting around the contact and finding the hoop.
Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. And the dunk by Jokic.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Murray with it. 25 points in the game.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Boomer. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Boomer's got 24.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
And for the Nuggets, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day? And Denver looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the point. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
You know, for Jokic, his consistency at the line goes back to his rookie season. He's always shot above 80% on his free throws. That's remarkable for a guy of his size.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
To the middle. And Gordon with the big finish.
And this is Gordon's sweet spot. An awesome dunker who loves getting in tight and wrecking the rim.
Here's Boomer, defended by Murray. Wow, nice shot by Boomer.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Brown passes to Murray, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. First
Hey,
team
when
foul.
Şengün gets the ball inside, good luck trying to stop him. He'll punish you down there.
Both free throws good from Şengün.
In the second half, their free throw percentage has improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
On the wing, Murray. And Clark, we're seeing greater parity league-wide, but there's still those teams wandering the wilderness.
Yeah, and some of that is due to teams failing to draft well. You've got to be a little lucky, but you also have to be good in your draft selections. It's not enough to have a high pick. It's really what you do with whatever picks you have and getting it right.
The 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Boomer passes to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Clock at 6. Boomer passes to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Another one from Thompson. They just can't match his athleticism.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. Down low. Here's Murray. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Here's Boomer, defended by Murray. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well. Hey, when you start locking it down at the line, good things tend to happen.
Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Jordan's checked in for Denver. Holmes comes in for Gordon. Murray for 3. Thompson pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Boomer. And Holmes with the block. Here's Brown. Green covering. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Jalen Green. And a moment now to quickly take a look at...
Substitution on the court. Shooting for Denver, Michael Porter Jr. At the line for 1.
That's good from Porter. And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player.
Ooh, stolen by Murray. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. So it's Denver now. Now here's Westbrook. Now Jokic. Back to Westbrook. 6 to shoot from the arc. They get it again. Outside for Porter for 3. Misses again. Just 4 for 10 from the floor. Houston leading by 17. Pass to Boomer to get back on track. Smith. It's good on the putback.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose.
Denver has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Westbrook right side. Here's Brown. And no good. Good work defensively by Brooks.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Pass to Boomer. Back to Green. Unloads. Houston gets it back. Thompson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It'll go on Michael Porter.
What you can't help but notice this half is how good they've been from the free throw line. Lights out.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Şengün's checked in. And a switch here also for Denver. Gordon, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Here's Murray driving to the basket. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got his 7th assist here tonight. Here's Boomer, defended by Murray. Here's Boomer. On the wing, Thompson. Over Gordon. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Thompson's got 27.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Murray's shot is good.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
The Rockets lead by 18. Here's Boomer. Inside. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Outside Porter. Corner shot. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Murray's got 40 points.
This is one of those nights where Murray was just determined to take over, and he's carried through with that determination.
Boomer passes to Şengün. Here's Boomer. Takes the three. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Thompson passes to Boomer. Back to Thompson. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half. Nuggets trail by 20. Murray passes to Gordon. Now Porter. Brooks defending. Back to Gordon. Stolen by Thompson. To the paint. Denver grabs the miss. Murray's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Jokic. Back to Porter. Here's Brown. Right side Murray. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Murray's got 42 in the game.
Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here for the Rockets.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And with this win, they will now have 52 victories for the year.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Amen Thompson.
I think his biggest contribution may have been on the boards. He kept plays alive and denied second chances.
Gordon against Thompson. Gordon, the pass to Porter. Goes back up. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's a nice job by Jokic getting fouled in the act, and we know he's going to cash in most times.
Houston making some changes. Landale's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Whitmore comes in for Brooks. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Green. Watson, he's checked in for Denver. Strawther comes in for Brown. Boomer passes to Landale. Here's Boomer, defended by Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson. Pass to Van Vliet. There's the triple. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Outside Murray. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.